this is a timeless love reading. Okay, so this is an energy of, so somebody here is kind of hiding behind a mask. They may not be showing their true self. Okay, so it's an energy of being conscious. If it's yourself, show your true self. Let people know who you are. Just be yourself. Okay. But it has to do with someone being conscious of this. Now, I see a lot of abundance and success coming in. It's an energy of being open. So being open to receive. So I feel there's someone here. Yeah, it has to do with whether someone is honorable. And I do feel someone has honorable intentions. But this is often a person who kind of doesn't show their true self because they're not sure what the other person's intentions are. So you can see right in the middle between these cards, it's about allowing this abundance to flow. Being open to receive. Okay. Yeah, someone's about to open up here. Look at that. I see some event or gathering. I see a lot of abundance here and some sort of transformation, which tells me this is often internal, and it does really look internal because it's someone who's a little unsure of showing their true self because they're not sure if the other person's intentions are honorable. I feel like they are, and because I feel here we have someone here who's a little stuck right now. They're kind of going through this internal transformation, this change. And it has to do with someone who's learning something. Someone's learning something. They may want to know what you're focused on, what you're up to. But you can see we have someone standing there. Definitely in their head a little bit. Yeah. But it's an energy of someone just learning something. Okay. Yeah. There's somebody who wants to know. They want to know something here. It has to do with someone's intentions. Yeah, and then we have this new beginning. So someone is planning to take action. I do see an energy of commitment. So it has to do with a person who, it doesn't mean somebody is going to commit, but it has to do with someone planning to take action. This is someone committed to that. So it has to do with some sort of truth here. But someone's learning something. It's an energy of someone wanting to know. So it's an energy of just opening up, showing your true self, being your true self. And it could very well be someone around you. Yeah, I didn't want to pull out this many cards, but they came out for a reason. So let me just push these up as far as they go. Yeah, I do see something may have ended, but this is generally, that just a transformation, something internal where someone's learning something. So there's something that's making someone happy here because it is a new beginning. Someone's planning to take action. It has to do with committing to this. So let's have a look. Tell me about behind a mask. This is someone hiding their feelings, they're hiding their emotions, and it's because they're not sure. See, someone who keeps everything to themselves. So this is someone who's planning on opening up, but it has to do with the other person also opening up, taking the honoring path. Someone's pride could be getting in the way a little bit here too. But it's an energy, like I say, this is someone learning something here. So because of this, they're going through some sort of change. So there could be a creative endeavor, some kind of event. You can see a painting easel, musical instruments, books, cameras. So it looks like there's going to be some kind of event here, or it's something that's already happened. But you can see we have that King of Cups up there. Yeah, so someone here is definitely, there's some obstacles, some sort of obstacles, challenges, a little bit of, internal struggle here with this person. Because it could have to do with, I don't feel like there's anything competitive, but it could be. But to me, it looks as though it's an energy of this person just being conscious of something and being open. So let this person know you're open, because I do feel, like I say, they're going through some kind of internal struggle. And it could be because maybe there's options, maybe competition. Okay, but it's an energy of, I feel, somebody who's keeping something to themselves because they're concerned with maybe a little bit of drama or something here. But it's also an energy when someone doesn't show their true intentions and they keep it to themselves. It's often because they're trying to avoid. That's what I feel. Someone's trying to avoid confrontation. Someone's learning something about this too. Now, it could be yourself who is maybe trying to avoid confrontation. Maybe there was an event or gathering. But something has, because it's right in the heart of the reading, this person's learning something. So, yeah. And we have Two of Pentacles. See, someone weighing the pros and the cons of a situation, whether they should take action or not. So someone's, kind of struggling with this. Should I or shouldn't I reach out? Yeah, King of Swords, see, it's the energy of someone it has to do with someone who's honorable. Their intentions are honorable. It's someone who speaks truth. So there is some sort of truth, and it could be this person's learned something here. Yeah, but I feel it's whether the other person's, like I say, take it as it resonates. This is someone here who's often doesn't show their true self or true intentions because they're trying to avoid some kind of confrontation, or they're not sure there's competition, jealousy, things like that. Yeah. And there we have the Knight of Wands. So it's someone here who, like I say, feeling pretty enthusiastic about a situation, but all of a sudden this person started to think. Something they've discovered here, I feel. Something they learned. Yeah. And then we have the Magician. So this is someone gathering up the tools, the information. Should I or shouldn't I reach out? Should I just speak the truth and tell someone their true intentions? Because it's someone who was feeling really enthusiastic and then felt a little emotionally overwhelmed. So let's have a look at the Teacher. Wise is here. And we have the Tower. So some sort of shock, surprise, something sudden. Someone's, like I say, it's an energy of wanting to manifest something here. Absolutely. With the Magician, gathering up the tools, the information. Should I or shouldn't I? Like I say, it's definitely an internal struggle. But someone here may have felt a little overwhelmed. See, maybe there was people, competition, something going on at an event. A lot of talk. It is wand energy, but it's an energy of competing for something here. But it has to do with this person actually taking action. You can see something sudden. This is someone who's learned something. I do feel they're coming in. That has to do with committing to this, some sort of commitment. Now, it could be just to an opportunity, like this event as well. But this is someone who's feeling enthusiastic and then may have kind of, closed off a little bit here. And then we have the Five of Swords. Yeah, this is someone who felt a little bit defeated. They've learned something. They felt defeated. But it has to do with some sort of possibly trust issues. This is some sort of shock, surprise. Like someone was excited. They were excited about something. Maybe they wanted to talk, approach, but it has to do with some sort of truth, honorable. This person has honorable intentions, but they're not so sure the other person's are. This is the thing. So, yeah, a little bit of trust issues. But again, it's some sort of shock, something sudden where they felt defeated with that Tower. Because this is someone who wanted to start something. They wanted to get something going. And I do think this is someone who's kind of looking at this situation. I'm going to dig into that a little bit more because it has to do with so much happiness and joy, feeling enthusiastic, really feeling they really wanted to get something going. Yeah, see, go down this path, but I feel like there's people, there's competition or conflict, or I feel it's just an energy. I mean, this is someone keeping their true intention to themselves, and it's because they're trying to avoid some sort of confrontation or there's competition. So it's someone who kind of just closes off a little bit. But I really feel it's because they're not sure on the other person's intentions. Yeah. Planning to take action. Four of Swords. See, someone here's been pinned down by their thoughts, doing some thinking. This is someone who's not moving. See, their intentions was to move. It has to do with committing to this path. And it could have someone who was actually planning to commit. But this is a person who is a person who I feel is honorable. So, like I say, someone's feeling a little bit defeated. I do see a little healing, but to me it feels more like this person's just pinned down by their thoughts thinking. It's about clearing something up. Something needs to be cleared up. Okay? Because I do see with the Three of Pentacles, there's an energy of acknowledging something. Something wasn't acknowledged, or someone wasn't acknowledging the other person. Okay? Yeah, I feel it's interesting, but it has to do with, cooperation, compromise, the things that two people have in common. So common people. So, yeah. Tell me about the commitment. I'm going to have to dig a little more. Yeah, this is energy of being private, privacy. See, this is someone trying to avoid confrontation. There's competition. Someone may be giving attention to someone else. They're not sure someone's intentions. Now, if you went to some kind of gathering event and someone wanted to get your attention and you were maybe giving it to someone else, they might have been feeling jealous. They may feel like that was your intentions because they're feeling defeated. But this is also someone who has trust issues. And like I feel, it's really just mixed messages, miscommunication, things like that. Yeah, because I feel this is someone who's been doing some thinking. They're clearing their head here. But you can see it's energy of private, being private, keeping something to themselves, see? Yeah, so it could be someone who wanted to talk to you in private, never got the opportunity. Tell me more about this King of Swords. Let's grab this deck. Tell me about the King of Swords. Yeah, see, they wanted to offer this cup. That was their intentions. This was someone's intentions, is to get something going. And I feel they were about to kind of reach out. See, they were gathering tools, information. They've learned something. Since this time, I feel they've learned something. Like I say, mixed messages, mixed communication, trust issues, whatever it may be. But they felt defeated. Somehow they felt defeated. Yeah. Yeah. See, this is someone here definitely longing for love. They wanted to offer this pentacle. They wanted to start something, but there's other people talking. Tell me about the Five of Wands. What happened here? See, someone's, maybe this is, if it is yourself, the viewer, and this person, you know, wanted to reach out, maybe you were avoiding them. Because it's somebody who's keeping something all in. They're wearing a mask, hiding their true intentions. But they feel, like I say, and they're weighing the pros and the cons of something here too. Look at that, keeping it all in. Yeah, see, he kept it all to themselves here. Because this is someone who's playing it safe, because it has to do with being private. And you can see it's all about privacy, keeping it to themselves. So this was someone's actual intention. They should have said something. Tell me about this Knight of Wands. Why is this here? This person was enthusiastic, excited. Yeah, they were feeling bold, ready to go for it. See, taking that leap of faith. But there was a risk. See, is someone playing it safe? It just felt risky. So, and it could be, you know, like I say, if you are the viewer here and you know what this is about, because this person didn't actually act on something here, because they got pinned down by their thoughts, but they were actually planning on taking some kind of action. I still feel they're going to. They're clearing things up, just kind of thinking right now, clearing their head, taking a little break here. Yeah. And there we have a single person. See, someone who's single, wanting love, longing for love. So, but it has to do with someone finding out someone's single, maybe at an event or gathering. They were about to take a leap of faith, but they've kept it all to themselves. This is both people too, I feel. It's an energy of privacy, keeping it to yourselves. But it's somebody who wanted to start something here. Let's have a look at the Five of Swords. Yeah, see, this is someone who, you know, they've learned something. So there's been some time in between where this person's learned something. And now they're kind of, you know, calming down, just waiting for things to calm down. So I don't know if there was a confrontation. It looks like it was an avoidance where it was internal. They were really, you know, going through some sort of inner struggle. But something has changed with this time in between. It has to do with someone finding out maybe someone ended something, they're now single, and they're ready to make this move. But it's someone who was avoiding something, trying to avoid a disaster, or someone was avoiding the other person. It has to do with just being private, privacy, keeping it all in, not saying anything. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, see, there was a lot of confusion. Someone was feeling confused, keeping everything to themselves. Little like mixed messages, mixed signals, confusion. Yeah, and we have someone here, definitely. It has to do with a person here who, very grounded, sensible person, someone who's single, often independent energy. But it has to do with, I feel, this female energy, the feminine energy. And I mean, it could be anyone, but it's an energy of someone who's looking at the details of the situation, not moving. Someone's not moving, maybe acting like they're not interested, but it has to do with someone wanting. This is a person who's often very gracious, somebody who doesn't want to create drama. Like I say, privacy, keeping it all in. Yeah, and there we have it. See, communication coming in fast, mixed messages, mixed signals. Someone here is just not moving. This is energy of someone not making a move. It's often a person, too, who acts like they're not interested when they are, but it's like they're trying to avoid. I feel it's avoiding gossip, talk, things like that. You know, because I see this fast-moving energy movement. So it has to do with this person making a move. See, they didn't make a move. Nobody made a move. Everything just kind of went to a bit of a standstill. But this person was actually planning to, you know, and it could be, like I say, some kind of commitment to go down this path. This is a committed kind of person. They commit. Once they reach out and start something, they commit to it. So there was some sort of avoidance, but there's this time in between here where this person's doing a lot of thinking. Yeah, it's an energy of two people kind of avoiding each other. And it could be just to avoid gossip talk. You know, you can see they wanted to take action. So you can see this as someone really knows what they wanted. They really wanted this. They wanted to get something going. But it's energy of maybe the other person avoiding them, or two people just avoiding this confrontation in front of other people. There was an event or gathering, and it could be someone who feels a little bit like a fool because they're now learning something. They're finding something out here. So now this is also telling me someone having to eat humble pie. Being a little more humble. Someone was a little full of themselves here. Maybe they just kind of assumed. They assumed something. Some sort of assumption. Yeah, you see, like I say, it's something interesting happening here. But I feel it's going to be revealed. All hasn't been revealed yet, and it's going to be revealed because this person's going to make a move. Yeah, they're going to make a move. And look at this is a feminine energy, longing for love. So this is someone waiting for someone to reciprocate, waiting for someone to communicate. But this is someone who just kind of kept it all to themselves. You see intentions. You see that? Nobody really knows what someone's intentions really are because we got two people playing it safe. It's all about privacy. You know, shh, don't say anything. And it could be just keeping it to yourselves as well here too, you know. Yeah, but I feel this is someone who really wanted to take action, and they were like struggling internally. Should I or shouldn't I offer this cup, invitation, opportunity? Because there was an opportunity here. But it has to do with someone being honorable intentions. Someone here, and you know, I feel somebody here is definitely, their ego kind of got in the way. You know, their pride, but you can see it's a little bit of a death of the ego. Someone felt a bit defeated. So there's definitely a lot of confusion, things that are kind of hidden, but they really wanted to get something going. I feel both people did. So there's this mixed messages, mixed signals, and it's like without even being spoken. It's more like the energy. Wow. But we have a Queen of Cups here. Just waiting for someone to reciprocate. You see, I do see possibly an apology or someone just reaching out, some sort of explanation. Someone suddenly very bold is feeling shy, and I've seen this in a lot of other readings, so it's definitely an energy. Yeah, they're very curious. See, this is someone learning something. They're very curious. They want to know. They've learned something since then. Yeah, this is someone who's kind and compassionate, someone who's stable. Yeah. It has to do with this person offering something, you know, longing for love. This person's kind of reminiscing about what happened, how it kind of played out, the way things came down. So there was an energy of avoiding, but it's two people avoiding each other that actually wanted to talk. But it's about privacy, talking alone. So I feel this is someone who very much understands what needs to happen here. Yeah, see, they've learned something. This is an energy of clearing things up, speaking truth. This is someone, I feel they had honorable intentions, but it's whether or not the other person did. And I feel this is someone has learned that since, because there's this time in between, things kind of calming down. It could have been a party, a gathering, a get together, a lot of talk, a very busy time, a lot of people talking. Someone was trying to get someone's attentions, couldn't get their attention. Maybe feeling jealous because someone was talking to someone else. Yeah, but I feel it's just all this mixed messages, mixed signals. Someone was so excited here to get something going, and then they felt defeated. So I feel they're coming in to speak some kind of truth. Yeah, we have someone here waiting. See, we have waiting for a situation to come to fruition, but it's an energy of two people waiting, possibly at this event or even now. It's about getting some kind of movement. It's about making a move. It's about talking, but it's about privacy, talking in private, not letting other people know. But I'm going to tell you, other people did see and recognize. They're curious. Tell me about that Two of Pentacles energy. Yeah. See, it's an energy of attention. Someone's pride got in the way, pride and ego. Someone definitely was a little full of themselves. They just kind of you know, maybe assumed something was going to get going. I feel the other person wanted it, but it's really about just not involving other people, keeping it to yourselves, right? Talking in secrecy and privacy. So this is someone who's definitely gaining some clarity and insight here into the situation. So it's about getting clarity, clearing things up. See, they're looking for clarity, and they really want to know something, but I do feel other people actually noticed. Tell me about the Fool. Yeah, it's an energy of someone taking a risk, putting in the effort. See, it has to do with what someone does for work or just putting in some kind of effort here. It's someone who, you know, looks good, takes care of themselves, trying to impress someone. Now, there could be someone giving someone advice here. You know, if you want to impress something, you know, you put in some kind of an effort here. Yeah. I feel this is someone learning something a lot. I mean, I really feel like because it's here twice, that King of Swords energy, and it has to do with someone learning something. And there's, you know, it's an energy of someone who's kind of stuck, not moving. But I do like the fact that they're thinking about this. I feel they had good intentions, but like I say, their pride got in the way, so now they have to eat a little humble. They've been humbled a little bit. Somebody here was just kind of assuming that something was going to get going. But it didn't, but not for the reasons I feel they think. Yeah, so we have this energy of waiting. Yeah, see, you can see this person waiting. This is a person longing for love. I mean, like I feel they've, you know, there's some time that's gone by. They're planning something here. They have to take action. So I feel in the time in between, they've learned that this is someone kind, compassionate, you know, forgiving, you know, but it has to do with this person committing to this path. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, they're committed to this, and that's what I feel. And it could be wanting to make a commitment to someone. Someone wants to keep it to yourselves, not tell anybody, and just kind of, you know, privacy. But you can see this person's definitely feeling confident. They've tamed that beast within themselves, their pride and ego. They have to eat some humble pie here. Yeah, see, going down the path, the things you have in common. But it's an energy of acknowledging each other. There's something that needs to be acknowledged. I feel that's never been acknowledged before this can actually get off the ground. There is a need for cooperation, compromise. You know, I do feel there's an energy of compatibility. But it's about going down the path. It's about somebody being confident, building each other up. See? This is about building each other up. Building up that confidence is what they're doing. It's internal within themselves. So, see, it's an energy of investing, waiting patient. We have someone waiting patient for this person to invest. It's an energy of coming in right, you know, coming in humble, emotionally mature, being available. So it has to do with being available. So someone may be finding out the other person maybe was available, single suddenly. Maybe it's this person or both people. But it's about the two of you coming together. And I do feel they know they need to make a move. They have to show they're invested, that they're interested. And that's why I feel they're not sure the other person is. They're kind of confused, so they want something. But they've learned something. They've learned something here. Yeah, they see opportunity. See, they know a good thing when they see it, but it's opportunity, taking those opportunities. So this is someone here who's, you know, getting ready to communicate. It has to do with love, a bond, a connection between two people here. They want to connect, you know, it's somebody who wants love. Definitely, I feel they want to come together. They are somebody with integrity, good morals and values. I don't feel like they're up to anything. It's just both people are just kind of like, let's just keep it to ourselves. But I almost feel like nothing was said, nothing happened. It's all happened internally while everything else was going on at some kind of event or gathering. I mean, this could be any place, right? I mean, this is often a creative endeavor. You know what's interesting? There is a lot of creativity. It's about creating, what it is, it's about creating the opportunity and putting in the effort. See, someone finding out what someone does for work. So this is someone who feels like a fool because I feel they assumed maybe someone was chasing them for the wrong reasons. But this person was still interested, you know, because they're looking at it, but they're definitely eating humble pie. Let's pull out another card. So let's see, is this person going to take action? It certainly looks like, yeah, friends and colleagues. I feel it's going to be some kind of get-together gathering. They've learned something. And I do feel this is someone going to make a move. There's going to be another opportunity here. Yeah. See, they've discovered something, they've learned something. So their intentions is to discover the other person's intentions. Because I feel we have two people who, it's like all this stuff was going on, people talking, it was a busy time, a lot of chatter, people talking to people, and they couldn't get the other person's attention. So they've discovered something. See, there's a lot of abundance, someone's intentions. And I feel, like I say, if the feminine here took a risk with someone at some point, this person may have been, like I say, suspicious of something. But I'll tell you, they really wanted this to happen. Like I really do. And like I say, they've learned something, and it has to do with the other person's intentions. Very kind, compassionate, being very gracious. Someone being very gracious here. Someone who's very stable. Someone who avoids drama, not interested in drama, not interested in competing. Competing of people talking, chatter. So it's just somebody who just kind of, sits there and grounds themselves. So this person's become wise to something. Now they're feeling optimistic. So they're starting to feel optimistic, being conscious of being open. See, this is someone who's really, this person's smart. Like they're analyzing the whole situation here. But it has to do with something that needs to be cleared up. So it's an explanation, maybe an apology. Because I feel this is what the feminine's waiting for, either an apology or an explanation of something. Because it's someone here who just, it has to do with someone feeling uncomfortable. See, it's an energy of someone not wanting to feel uncomfortable, okay, and actually ended up feeling uncomfortable. So, yeah, because I feel it has to do with this, you see, this King and Queen of Cups, see, it's an energy of kindness, compassion. So there is something forgivable here, but like I say, it's just has to do with people, this place, the situation, the timing, all these things. Yeah, see, kindred partnership. This is someone who actually wants to connect and partner up. But one thing I feel is there's other people here. Deep friendships, bonds, and deep friendships here. So could be someone here is a bit of a motherly figure or someone giving someone advice. But it's about acknowledging. So it's an energy of someone acknowledging. Someone didn't acknowledge someone. Okay, and I do feel this somebody here who was kind, compassionate, and it's this person who didn't acknowledge. They kind of got into their head here, I feel, and got pinned down by their thoughts. But like I say, they've learned something. So they're going to make some kind of a move, and I do feel there's going to be a conversation. See, it's an energy of supportive connections. So being supportive. See, it's an energy of this. Now, this is between the two people. I feel this is how the outcome's going to be. But I also feel there's other people because I'm sensing other people. That busyness, the talking, someone giving someone attention, talking to them. Maybe this person felt, the other person was going to, trying to make them jealous and all these things. But they've learned something. It's not what it seems. Put it that way. Yeah. So this is someone here gaining the confidence to come in and communicate to get this going. That's their energy. They're actually feeling more confident now. So, but like I say, we have a feminine here who's just waiting, longing for love, and I do think this is someone kind of reminiscing about it, this situation, this event or events, how things have played out. So, yeah. Say they've learned something. It's an energy of just calming down, possibly waiting for the right time here too. Maybe it just wasn't the right time in the right place, but they're going to make an attempt. And I do feel there is some sort of gathering, get together, or this person's actually since then learned something from some other people, friends and colleagues. Yeah, I feel, like I say, new supportive connection, kindred spirits. Yeah, I feel there's advice, a lot of talk, a lot of clarity. Now, this is someone definitely eating humble pie. So, okay, let's see how it plays out. Let me know. Take care, and we'll see you soon.